Hi guys, can you hear me well? All okay? Awesome. So I'm going to talk about what we built today. So basically, if we take a look at AI, we've all accessed ChatGPT, a couple of other applications. There's a model that runs behind this. Think of it to be like a brain. That's what powers these apps. And what we're here to tell about is that you can't have a generic brain. You need to have a specialized model that can power these various use cases that can come out of AI, right? And OpenLedger is a blockchain that enables users to collect data set, build these specialized models, and have rewards distributed back to the people who provide the data for these specialized models. And our background starts in the industry about a decade back. We started as a team that powered various enterprises, including Walmart, Sony, Viacom, and many more. We enabled them to launch blockchain-based solutions and machine learning solutions to automate their processes. As part of that, what we kind of understood as we were building this team and building out as a product for them, it's actually working for enterprises, right? It's a service company, right? We service enterprises, we're making them better, but we're not building a product that is useful for the end consumers. And the ChatGPT movement was happening. We thought, why don't we build a product that is actually useful, where users who are us, right, end users, can build their own AI, which is capable to power their own apps that they want to build, or have actually probably like experiment with AI and use it for themselves. So that was the idea. That's what triggered OpenLedger, and we saw three major problems in this space. The first thing is AI is too generalized, right? Most of the AI models that we see today are built on generic data. This is the data that is created out of internet. Think of it to be like an undergrad. It has like a general knowledge of the world, but it's not an expert in any kind of field, right? And another problem is that today's AI is mostly centralized. Most of these platforms are run by large conglomerates. That's where the major funding went, and they've been building this space for a very long time. I'm not here to talk about that, centralized is bad and decentralized is good and stuff like that. But if you have like a centralized platform, it's fine. Enterprises could use that, but you're not going to be using that if it's for a public good, right? For a public good, you want to make sure that it is as decentralized as possible so it's not biased. Another third biggest problem with today's AI is that it's a black box. No one knows how these models work, right? You don't know what kind of data goes in. You don't know why it has a context when it gives an answer. So most of these AI today are black boxes. And we want to solve that by providing an end-to-end platform. It's a framework where users can go ahead and collect data and build AI models and make them specialized. We use attribution to reward people who provide these data sets, right? We want to make it open. We don't want to keep it centralized. We want to make it open, make it inclusive, have everyone who participate in the ecosystem get rewarded for that. We also want to make sure it's verifiable, right? It should not be a black box. Everyone should know what's really happening inside. If someone is contributing data to a model, he needs to know where his data goes, how much he's getting rewarded for it. And an AI user needs to know how that model works, why he's actually getting an answer, what is causing that answer to come. He needs to have complete clarity of that. So we built a blockchain that can enable you to basically see where your data comes from. You can verify it, and you can also use that to reward as well. And with that, what we started building out was something different from the existing centralized players out there. Most of the centralized players that you see here, like Kaggle or Hugging Face, they don't provide any kind of attribution. They don't show that the model that you're building is actually provided with the data sets of someone contributing, and they don't attribute back to them. Most of these platforms are not monetizable. Kaggle a bit, but it doesn't do much, right? And obviously, none of them are verifiable, right? All of these are centralized platforms. You can't verify anything over there. So what we did is basically we built a platform, sort of like an architectural approach where there is an application layer and there is a blockchain layer that replicates that, where you can collect data, you can build models, and then you can have all of that tracked on our own blockchain. There are three major platforms that we have built. The first one is called DataNet, where you can collect data sets for various AI models that you want to build on top of OpenLedger. Think of that to be like a data repository. You have an idea, someone wants to build a model for, let's say, Solidity. There is a need for that. People want to program in Solidity. They want to use English for it. But Cursor, who is one of the largest code gen models, does not understand Solidity, right? So assuming someone goes ahead and figures out there is a need, he could start a data net and ask developers across the globe contribute data to this particular data net, which is basically them contributing code, code descriptions, and documentations and stuff like that, which can be used to build a specialized model. So think of it to be like a data repository where you collect data. Once you're done with it, you basically use our model factory, which is a no-code platform where the collected data that you had, right? You've collected a lot of data around Solidity data sets. You could go ahead and train those data sets to these models and make them specialized. So what you're doing here essentially is using a regular larger language model like Llama or Mistral, which has general knowledge, adding more knowledge to it, making it specialized into that particular category. So you're basically superphasing with that more and more, making it more and more specialized to the product and the need that you're building for. And once you build this model, you can have that hosted in our marketplace called Open Models. This is where all of the AI models that are being built on OpenLedger is hosted. People can build various models around various categories that we would need. A model for Solidity, a model for, let's say, astrology. People are building models for DeepIn and stuff like that, right? Wherever we think there could be real-world use cases, applications would need AI to implement, they could go ahead and build specialized model for that. We would all think, right, a larger language model like OpenAI is good enough to power any AI systems, but it's not exactly. That's not exactly true, at least for now. If you take a look at it, there is a model called FinGPT, which is much better and compared to ChatGPT in terms of finance. MedFarm, which is very useful for healthcare, is one of the best AI models compared to any kind of larger language model out there. And the reason why is because these models are specialized for that particular purpose. They hallucinate much less, so they provide much better outputs compared to the existing models out there. It's a very simple thesis. As humans, we always go to the specialist. We can't use a generic model that is out there. We always want something to be special. Technology comes out to be generic, like how Google search was. It's a generic search. And then we started using much more specific searches like LinkedIn for getting job. We use e-commerce to buy products and stuff like that. Technology comes to be very generic, but it cannot be used as this. It has to be specialized for our own need. And that is what we enable. And as part of that, when these models are built, we also want to make sure the data contributors get rewarded as part of this process, because they are the ones who actually made these models useful. They are the ones who made these models actually specialized with the data that they provided. So this particular platform, what it does is, as you can have your model hosted here, users can infer on these models. They could call an API, use our SDKs through their apps, or as an end user, they can just interface it, like how we would use ChatGPT. And the tokens they pay for that, right? The revenue that this model makes is attributed back to the data contributor. It's basically the reward is distributed back based on the impact that the data contributor makes on that particular model's output. And that's how our system is built. People can collect data, build AI models with that, monetize these AI models, and then share revenue with the data contributors that they contributed for this model. There are people who are already building AI models on us right now. There are various firms. This includes Ambios, which is the DeepIn project, which is building an AI model. We have Data Bootstrap, which is a team which is based out of SF, and they're an ex-Google DeepMind team. They're building a model for internet verticalized data sets. We have various other firms, like Morpheus is building the Solidity model that I spoke about. We have UpNetwork, which is building a model for just Web3 knowledge. Think of that to be like a Perplexity for crypto. So like these, we have various platforms for building AI models on top of us. We are working with enterprises as well. We work with Trust Wallet. We are building an AI model for them, which is basically for easier onboarding of users to their wallet. We work with Dubai Tax Authority. We're building a model for them. We work with Kaito. We also work with one of the largest e-commerce out there, which we'll be announcing soon. We're building a customer model for them. So these are two different wings of OpenLedger. We work with the community, enable them to build their own AI models for their own need. We also work with enterprises. We build models for them as well. There are ecosystems who are building on us. These models cannot be useful as it is. Think of them to be like an infra. Only if apps and agents use these models, it is useful. That's when it makes revenue. So we have frameworks which are building app layers where these models can be accessed using an API endpoint and SDKs. So that's a framework that's being built on top of OpenLedger. We have a team which is building a stablecoin specific for rewarding participants in building AI models. Open token will be used to reward data contributors. But for micropayments within the data contribution, we would want to use the stablecoin, which is much more stable. And we have a team building that on top of us. We also have a DEX platform that's basically enabling these models that are being built on top of OpenLedger to be tokenized. Users can go ahead and trade derivatives of these models that are being deployed on top of us. And this platform enables you to do that. And we've been in testnet over the last 6 months. We have close to about 1 million nodes running in our platform right now. About 100,000 users are using our platform, building AI models on top of us. All of these nodes that are running are basically contributing data sets to OpenLedger. They validate the data and they contribute as well. We've been backed by prominent VCs in the space, including Polychain, Borderless, and a couple of other prominent VCs. We are going mainnet soon, just finishing our testnet. So the product will be permissionless. Anyone can access these platform, build AI models on top of us, have them hosted, have apps and agents use them as well, and then share the revenue with the process and include all the data contributors who contribute data to reward them. What we are essentially creating here is a YouTube moment that happened in the internet when there was a large need for content and there's a gap there. YouTube went ahead and monetized the people who would contribute content to it, right? Before that, YouTube was pretty shit. There was not much useful content there. Once it started monetizing, blogging became a thing. It became a profession. A lot of quality content came to YouTube. You had enterprises that contributed content to YouTube, right? Very similarly, in the AI era, there is a large need for data. And data is among people, skilled people, and enterprises. We would want to encourage them to come and contribute and incentivize them as part of the process. We also would want enterprises, smaller enterprises, to bring their data sets as well. And that's what we're building. We work with larger AI firms. We work with enterprises. We also enable people to build models. So if you have useful data that you think any of our model would need, you can come and contribute. Or if you have an idea to build an AI model, you can use OpenLedger for that. I'm glad to have this opportunity to talk with you guys, and thanks a lot. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be around. Thank you. Thanks a lot.